Alright everybody, greetings and salutations. I think everything's running. Alright, perfect. Looks everything's actually going. Alright, greetings all. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I got home from Magic early. And so that means we're playing some bonus stream. Bonus! Bonus! We've got 10 minutes. Sweet. Whip it out. So I've been sitting here buffed trying to decide if I was going to stream or if I was just going to play myself. Or if I was actually going to log off and play a different game. Watch a movie, do something completely different. And here I am streaming. So hopefully you guys are going to have a good time. Hopefully we'll get some people trickling in. I know it's not a normal night for me to stream, so I understand completely. I also know that DDO Stream is live, doing DDO Stream things, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. Maybe maybe Glenn will throw it my way when he's done. Maybe he'll, I don't know. I'm not going to make any assumptions. We're just going to play for our own self, and hopefully we'll see some people in the chat and people hanging out. We are live on Facebook. We're also going to throw a little bit of a test out there, as it were, to see how long it takes for Facebook to quit on us again. It has been lasting like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I'm not sure if it's something on my end, on their end, just a timeout. We'll see how it goes. How's the lock treating me? So, I'm not a warlock guy, normally. In fact, it's one of my least favorite ideas of a class. But it's not doing too bad. Like, we are definitely killing things. We're definitely killing things. I also feel woefully underpowered. I know that's like the opposite of what everyone else says. It's like, no, it's the most powerful. I don't feel it. I feel like I'm sitting here going pew pew with very little gain. Very little gain. Anyway, hello Adam. Thanks for joining us today. How's the video quality, sound quality, all that stuff on Facebook? Obviously, I haven't had much of a chance to like sit and watch and play back yet. Thanks to getting completely owned at Friday Night Magic. Completely crushed. Totally annihilated. I hate Two-Headed Giant. It is not a format for me. It's one of those things that sounds really fun in theory, but every single time without fail, inevitably what happens is either my partner or I, or both of us, will take turns not playing. Literally, we're gonna die. Totally dead. Can I get to the shrine? No, just dead. It's fine. We have a Gibbers. We can get up. Just Plague Reaper plus Fear Reaper plus Demon Soul champs. This is not fair. Not fair magic, as people would say. So we're gonna fight inside this room. This room has got a shrine, so we can come back to life. Get in here, Demon Soul scum. I'm going to fight people all day long now inside this stupid thing. So anyway, I want to say that you can also check us out at twitch.tv/SamusGarobo or over on youtube.com/SamusGarobo. We multi-stream to all three locations at once for as long as we possibly can. We'll see about YouTube being a bear or not. Alright, there's that death for the Gibbers, which we knew was coming. No, it's supposed to be a super early game class. It's supposed to be just the hizzy. I don't think I'm very good at it, and I'm more of a spellcaster. Wow, that guy's just wrecking us. What are your powers? Oh, he's dead. Okay. That's fine. I just think that I feel really squishy. I also have to get close. I don't have a wide variety of spells at my disposal to like pick up the slash. It really is a one-trick pony, and that is that fiery blast thing that you see me firing off. Yeah, I mean, it was still fun, but basically the first game, Remy and I didn't get to play Magic. Remy did. I kept a reasonable 2-land with like double hourglass, or not hourglass, double treasure map, a dress, a removal spell, and a wrath. And I never saw a second land aggressively. Well, sorry, I didn't see a third land until super late with a seriously aggressively searching with the scries for a third land. I think I bottomed every single card that that we had on the top of our deck. Never saw a land. Our opponents played a Rhythm of the Wilds with a pig kicking out the big worm with the double, with the riot and the fight power or whatever. And my deck basically sat there, looked at it, and went, well, I wish I could do something. I did eventually get to 4 mana by turning over a treasure map. Was how I found my 4th and 5th lands, were turning over treasure maps. So not my favorite games of Magic. Game 2, or match 2, Remy flooded out super hard. Super hard. He kept 2 1-drops, Lightning Bolt, and Goblin Siege Gang, and proceeded to pretty much draw all lands from that point on the rest of the game. And then match 3 was very similar for Remy. He did get a couple of creatures down on the field and was able to attack, including a Siege Gang eventually, but it was way too late before we were able to get anything going, and then he proceeded to get on his draw all the lands. So, yeah, it was rough. It was a rough Magics. But again, still fun, so I'll take it. I'd take a fun day of Magic over a not fun but very productive day of Magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, screwing around, having fun conversations, and talking to people is infinitely more fun than, say, like winning a big tournament and not talking to anybody, or feel like I have an opportunity to be me. Whereas, you know, Two-Headed Giant at the arena, lots of fun. Alright, so today we are doing another random playlist, but if you want to suggest a song, throw it at me. Yep, welcome Infinitely. I am streaming on a Friday. Can you believe it? The stars have aligned. I know, right? Yeah, Magic wrapped up super early. We only had 3 rounds of Magic. We had 2... We played Two-Headed Giant, and that's best of 1, so went pretty quick. First place basically got to pick their foils before everybody else. Basically is all it was. I'd like to say my opponents went on to become undefeated, but literally everybody beat us, so that wouldn't be true. We did almost have our opponents killed. Game 3. We were very close. Oh no, I take it back. We did manage to win Game 3, didn't we? Yeah, we did manage to win Game 3. Remington was able to... What did he do? He did something that was crazy. He had a Judith on the field. And was able to, like, sack a bunch of permanents to... Oh, what am I doing? I can't detect traps or disable traps. Dumb. Yeah, Two-Headed Giant is still better than competitive Commander. I agree. But I like Commander even less than Two-Headed Giant. anyway. Hopefully people start trickling in. I realize that DDO stream is playing against me over here, but come on, guys. Also, people are not used to me being live on Friday. Alright, so how does everything look? Does it still say live? Yeah, it looks good. Alright, I wanted to jump straight to the action tonight. Today's stream was a little bit... When you start the TRing process, people who are interested in TRing are like super excited. But people who don't care at all, they just want to see the action, so... No rogue, artificial level this like, nope, pure warlock. I'm going to try the quote-unquote broken class, in the, or overpowered class in the quote-unquote overpowered build. I need someone to open that door. Yeah, it's super random, right? I did warn people that I thought tonight might be early enough ending that I might be streaming. So I did tell people, but I didn't really mean it. I don't know if I like this song. Oh, good. There's a... Okay, it's not a Reaper. It's just a curse-given son of a beach. You can kill that guy. Oh, really? You can kill this guy. So this this class is called a Warlock. For those of you who don't know, basically, it gives up the ability to do a lot of really cool stuff, like cast a wide variety of spells for exciting value, which is what a wizard does, to basically cast this ability called Pack, which is basically like just an attack every single turn. And then you have these different ways to manipulate this shape of that attack. So normally it's like a little one target AoE, or a one target projectile that shoots out and goes in a straight line to attack your opponent. But I now have the ability called Cone Shape, which means instead it's now like this little cone in front of me that goes poof, poof, poof. Now at least it's easier to hit multiple guys? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm already not sold, but I'm already coming from a position of dislike, which is not what you want when you're playing a class. So we're gonna give it a fair and balanced try here. At least I'm gonna try to give it a fair and balanced try. Frenzy, why don't you take a siesta? Ellery, why don't you heal Frenzy? So I like having a help in the way of like a Frenzy here, some extra DPS. I definitely feel light on power. And having a additional melee and extra sorts of damage coming in is nice, in theory at least, so see what happens. Also, I did spend a little bit of time looking at getting the YouTube chat, or the YouTube comments in the chat window, but they don't have their certificate up to date, I guess, for YouTube, or sorry, for Facebook, and it kept throwing a warning, and I don't trust that certificate. If they can't even get somebody to come in and verify their certificate for them, then I don't want them. I don't want them. Talab, welcome, welcome. Driving back from the in-laws, that's sweet. I gotta kill one more kobold for how much XP? $300 XP? Yeah, whatever. Went out of this quest. I will also tell you that the death totals are super high. So normally I can go like level 7, level 8, level 9. without a death. You know, I can't say that that happens every single life or every single build, but it does happen a lot, enough that I feel justified in saying that I can pull it off fairly regularly. So far this life, I have died a million. It feels like a million. It is a million. It's been so hard to keep my squishy little purple butt alive. It is adorable, though. Alright, why am I not getting a heal cast on me? There we go. Now it's coming in. 9 comments. I'm only seeing 4. Where are the rest of the comments at? Where are the... If I click this... 9 comments. I'm only seeing 4. Where are the rest of the comments? Alright, let me mute this. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, we'll turn it to this mode and we'll see if it works here with this Hey Everybody button. Alright, sweet. Hopefully everything will continue to play. I don't know, we'll see. I think I have it on play but muted. I don't know, hopefully I'll start seeing it run around the screen in a second. Alright, perfect. There it goes. Said I'm still learning the ins and outs of Facebook Live. I have not found like a sweet tutorial for learning how to get this stuff fixed, so we'll see. Thank you, Talab. Appreciate that. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and clear the shrine. Let's just call it pattern recognition. Do I feel safe saying pattern recognition? Shrine looks okay. We'll probably clear this hall. I do not think we're going to push our luck. Chat delay is pretty bad tonight. Ugh, great. It's probably because we're streaming, watching the Facebook replay. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to stop watching the Facebook replay. Alright, well, so be it. Comments may or may not be responded to on Facebook. It doesn't look like there's a million people watching there anyway, so... if for whatever reason I'm ignoring your comments, feel free to jump over to the Twitch page. Watch there. Things are... I watch the Twitch page pretty close. I watch the YouTube channel so close. You're sending messages and then counting. Well, that must be a long number. Yeah, it's a rough conversation for sure. 43 seconds. Woo, we didn't die! We didn't die! What a beating. What a beating this life has been already. It's gonna be a long life. Whew. Tired. Might be a short stream tonight too. I mean, it is a bonus stream, so people can't complain too much if it's like 2 hours long and I decide to go to bed, right? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, people can complain, and they might complain, but hopefully they can't complain too much. Alright, Frenzy, let's duck behind this wall, buddy. So we can keep ourselves from taking all the damages at once. Alright, the Reaper's here, so we need to... Oh, we're dead. Let's call Ellery. See if we can get... No. Just died. Also, apparently Microsoft was trying to do something. Oh no, Ellery, get back. Get away, Ellery, get away! Oh, I'm out of range of my Soul Stone. Yeah, she just died. Alright, so in a minute and a half, yeah, we'll just start over. God, this thing feels so bad. It feels so bad. Why do people like this class again? Maybe we just have to level. Maybe we're just too weak to do Reaper 1s on this build. Oh, I hate this idea. Alright, I tell you what we're going to do. Before we go to level, we're going to do a little bit easier / harder quests. We're going to go do some Splinter Skull. Splinter Skull is a super fun little chain, but it is not able to be Reaper. So we're not gonna get that big XP bonus, but the quest is really fast and they're good XP per minute, and there's a nice chain. So we'll go do the first couple of them and see if we reconnect with this character at all. I suspect not. We may not finish this series, this life. We may finish it. I don't know. We'll just have to play it by ear. But I think it's a good area to kind of squirrel around and get some low to the ground XP. So what I'm gonna have to just do is check in on Facebook every once in a while and see how if any comments have updated. So if you do have a comment or anything, it'll involve a little bit of delay for me catching it. Looks like everyone's pretty quiet. 10 comments. I don't see 10 comments. That's fine. Man, I'd like to figure out the comments on Facebook a lot better. I could just blindly trust their certificate, but that feels bad. That probably means that somebody in there has messed up a certificate, which means there's an opportunity, in my opinion, for some sniffers or any number of things. Oh, hello, rare. I did not realize there was a rare in this mess. See, again, this feels like the bear all over again, except way worse. The bear at least has super highly survivable. This just feels like it does so little damage to one target, but it does that same amount of damage to like 12 guys around you. Like, you kill a whole bunch of guys really quickly, it feels like, compared to one target at a time. But you don't kill any one target fast. Not yet, anyway. You're not even seeing me on Facebook, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. It is on Facebook. Are we friends on Facebook, Talab? It may be set up like behind friends list or something. I don't know. I don't understand it at all. I feel like a Facebook noobsicle. Like, I have no idea how it works. I have no idea about it. It's like the magic of the internet. Just know I have a lot of friends and associates that don't watch the Twitch channel, but they would probably watch Facebook Live, so... I mean, I literally have, 200 people that are friends. 3 people follow the page. I don't know if, like, maybe people who follow the page can't see it, as opposed to friends. I don't know at all. Oh, wild raspberry in the Discord. Maybe she'll jump in and talk to us. Feels super shitty to me. So I was thinking about this song earlier today. I see you love on Twitch and YouTube, but not Facebook. It's fair. I mean, I do love on Facebook as well, but doesn't always work out. I mean, this is all I can say. There's me literally live on YouTube. I can't put this first though. It's the problem. Or not YouTube, Facebook. I don't have any way to... Oops. I don't have any way to, like, make this be up first and walk around and do stuff. Because I can't set the focus. But it... All I can say is it supposedly is going. Let me... If I pull up, what, this... Alright, let me mute this. Copy. Here's an a direct URL to the Facebook page that's going. Maybe that's what you need. I don't know. If anyone knows anything about Facebook Live, feel free to shoot me some info. Do I need to like take the page like super duper public or? So I have a niece who's got some sort of pain, and she had an ultrasound today, freaking everybody out. Go get my ultrasound today. People are like, what? She's like 14. And so it's not out of the realm of possibility she'd be getting an ultrasound for something else. But apparently it came back negative, and she's like, and now I have to go get a scope done. Like, oh boy. Oh boy. But I can't say much. I literally play video games on the internet for attention, so. What can I say? That guy told me to die and that he thought I was slime. That is not cool, man. Can I just auto attack with this? Sweet. So this... Oh, I guess I... Alright, that doesn't work. Thought maybe if I just auto attacked for realsies. Doesn't work that way, though. So little damage. Alright, so this Hellish Rebuke gives us a guard, basically. If we get hit, get them back. Teach them to touch us. Touch us in our bad place. Nay, I say. Say I nay. Whew. Damage is real. Because we just keep running backwards. Danger in the disco. I had Taco Bell for dinner tonight. Don't want to talk about it. Alright, we can talk about it. I had a soft chicken taco. It's like a crime against humanity. I miss beef more than anything in the world. Pretty much right now. Mostly because my wife and kid are both at home. Well, he's at his girlfriend's house, but they're both in town. I seen them today. I miss beef so much. I could cry. Oh, so I now need a hat with the brim on it. Apologies, but the light buildup has begun. Did pretty well at the arena tonight, to be honest. The pain was pretty low. It was not super busy, which is a double-edged sword, right? On one hand, everyone was busy at the other tournament, or the tournament tonight / tomorrow, whatever. The Grand Prix, the main event. but which meant attendance was low, but that also meant loud was low, particularly after the Yugi kids left. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're rescuing people. We had to open this door first. I'm on the right page. I'm here. Man, the damage just feels so bad. I don't know, maybe when we get our spell power stuff put in next level, it'll feel infinitely better. But right this minute, it just feels bad. At least it just feels bad to me. It's like this soulless trash mob is beating us up. So we do like 7, 7, 14, 7, 9... 7, 3, 12. Like, we just... That is not what I want for damage. Not by level 3. By level 3, I expect more. Out of my triple completionist 1800 freaking power bullshit. What is my spell power at the moment? 94 force, only 56 fire, but somehow 97 electric. Oh, I know why it's so high. We have an electric item on. And a high electric item at that, really. This is even higher than... Oh, no, it's 36. Next level we have a ring, I think, and an orb. We'll take a look at redoing some of our enhancements. Grab some stuff. We'll be able to grab spell power from in Reaper modes. I think we'll get a big power boost next level, but this level is going to be rough. It already feels super rough. It's like Ruff the crime dog. The damage is rough. Ellery's just stand there taking 3 mobs. Yeah, people who say Ellery's not tough. She's pretty tough. She's just always way above her content level. That's all. That's Ellery's curse. Her curse is she's so good that she has to keep up in like content that's 11 times her capabilities. Alright, let's double check Facebook. See if there's any new Facebook comments. Seems unlikely as I don't see any eyes. Still says 10 comments. Alright, well. Boo! Let's rescue this guy. I don't care about that optional. Get our collectible. Alright, I think I shouldn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and level up to 4. I just feel so weak that I want to move on to level 3, like regular level 3 quests for the XP right now, but I just don't feel like I can do the same quests that I would normally do at this exact level. Oh, I like that clip. All white with the black comes on the side. Pretty sweet. Alright, where is the Warlock Trainer? We're gonna need to know where you are for this life here. Oh, there you are. Alright, what's your icon look like? Like, I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Like, that's a deer or some sort of thing. That's an axe. That's a hand on fire. That is just a bunch of squiggles. Okay. Finish, resist. Ooh, we get spells. We finally get spells. Alright, so we can do Summon Monster 3. Thought we gotta do what? Oh, I guess we gotta do the enhancement to be able to get the spell. I kind of like Command Undead at this level. Let's do it. It'll be good for the next handful of quests we're gonna do at least. Alright, so we can pick up a charisma here. We can pick up a charisma there if we want. I think these are still fine. This I'm not a huge fan of anymore. Alright, so let's reset this tree. But this I think I still like. Maybe not. Maybe it's not as important. Not as important as this. Oh, we don't want to put our real action points there. Alright, we still have one racial, so we'll put 1 point there. This 1 point or 2 points? It's 2 points. Alright. So accept. So we have 2 points. I don't think we care about this. So we can go over here to... One of these gives us web. Here, Tainted Lore. Involves 5 points in the tree. Or we can grab an extra charisma right now. 1 charisma right now is pretty hot. Feigned health would be good as well. Your flesh is weak. What does this do? Huh, it's kind of interesting. Burning Blood. Burning Blood tears me up. Yeah, I don't think we're super excited about going too much deeper in this tree for now. It just doesn't seem that great to me. I guess we'll just do this for now. I don't know. This may be a waste. Alright, the other thing we get to do is we get to adjust our Reaper points. Normally we would do this, but I don't think I even care about this life. I mean, we're going to end up taking all of it anyway. I don't know why I bother. Guess our only good save is Will, so we might as well max it. I mean, we're even still we. Oh no, we did manage to use all our points. Alright, we're gonna put Reaper Power down here. That should at least do something. Alright, most of our gear is in our backpack, so we don't have to go too far away. Goggles, hat, necklace, belt, cloak, armor, this ring. So we could put something in our main hand. I just don't know what. Oh, that cloak is ugly. Let's turn our cloak off. I'd rather check out this sweet tail swinging in the breeze than an ugly cloak anyway. Alright, so what do we put in our main hand? I don't know if we even care. What did I do our spell power also, by the way? So it took our fire spell power from like 50 something to 121. Pretty significant. The other thing we're gonna do, I should have did it before probably. Oh, also we don't have a. Can't get a trinket, so I guess we are going back to the boat for a minute. Sorry. I didn't plan to. Double check Facebook, make sure we don't have any new pokes here. No, looks good. Looks clear. Yeah, we need a trinket. We have a bold trinket, which is not what we need. We either need the hit points or the spellcasting one. I think I have a spellcasting one on my spellcasting guy, but I should have a hit point one on this guy. I would literally put any implement in my hand, I guess. I guess we just go buy one. It's like whatever random ass trinket we happen to find. Or not trinket, but implement, any caster thing. Just to get the implement bonus. Alright. Trinket. There you go. Greater. Ooh, a greater cunning trinket even. That's the caster one, so. Don't know if it actually does anything for us, but give it a go. So on in the evenings I tend to play more adult music, so hopefully nobody's like wetting their pants at the, you know, what's going on here. Alright, what do we need? Some eyelash and gum. The other thing I want to do is I want to swing by House Pendaric. And I want to grab the fire potions. // lawful, / magic, 1/. I mean, that's not terrible. Should be a pretty significant power boost here. Level 1 gives us 5. Level 7 gives us 10. Alright, well I guess we get these 5s. Let's get like 20 of them and let's just drink them like they're going out of style. I normally put stuff like that over here. That is not happening today. Oh, there's a Greater Star Trinket. I wonder where that was hiding. What does this give? 150 spell points. Or sorry, 50 spell points versus 10 hit points, and yeah, I guess we're gonna do that. That's the one I thought we had. Alright, so we're gonna put that right here. We're just gonna drink those like they're going out of style. That's what we're gonna try. I want to build one of these monkey pony things for like Gen Con and just carry it around, like just sew together like a bunch of stuffed monkeys and ponies. Just have like this monstrosity. Maybe make it animatronic so it moves a little bit. It'd be really great if I put like a bunch of little sound boxes in it so they all screamed. I know. No one would get it though. I'd be like, what? I'm the guy from Soul Crusher Mountain. Alright, I feel much better. I didn't look at my damage, but 5s and 12s, 9s and 12s. That's way better than 1s and 4s. perks going deep. How many? Alright, we've got our XP, so we can get our Reaper XP. And we just stopped. I hit auto run, we just stopped in the middle of the quest. We're heroes. We're so hero-like, we can just afford to not move. We just stand and let the monster come at us. Hands off the keyboard, not running. Why not? I was gonna go buy like literally any cheap doodad to put in our hand. Literally any cheap implement. That's Sonic. Something to think about. Not at all what we're actually looking for. Devoted Sickle of Healing lore. Again, same thing, but healing. Radiant of Lightning lore. A Vorpal Battle Axe. So it's really a matter of, do we want a hammer that does nothing for us or a sickle that does nothing for us? So I'll take the sickle. Sickle at least looks cooler, right? Alright, so what did that do to our fire spell power? Stays exactly the same. It shouldn't. We have now a implement bonus. Yeah, it should be at least 3 more. I guess it's just to your universal spell power. What gloves and boots should we wear at level 4? Does anybody have a suggestion? I would love to hear it. If somebody has a suggestion for boots and gloves. Hey! What's up, Shelly? You're not watching on YouTube? Seems odd. You practically live on YouTube. Alright, her job is going to be to babysit him. Get to work. Ah. You and your brother are gonna have a good time tomorrow? Getting beat and wrecking people? Hello, Fear Reaper. What are you doing? Make you a pal? Of course not. But this guy will be my pal. Sweet. Well, I want you guys to know that we did play Two-Headed Giant without you guys, and it was me getting beat a lot. It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, there are serious land problems all night. Hey, Top Hat, what's up, Big Daddy?
Not a lot.
Doesn't sound like what you want to hear.
And as soon as I hit the freeway, my connection just like died. So.
Ah. Yeah,
so I hit Mythic last night before the season ended.
Oh, congrats! Good job. You might be just a hair too loud today.
Oh, am I echoing?
No, you're I think very dominant. I haven't looked at the levels, but from my ability to hear you, you are going to be loud for the streamers here, or the viewers. That's fine. I fixed you.
Cool.
When you were sick, I had you up at 200%. Now, normally I keep you like in the 80ish. So I just put you back down to 80, whatever.
Oh, okay. So I can't find your live video on YouTube, on Facebook.
I sent you, or I didn't send you, but I posted a link. Yeah, that should be it. If you follow that, does it?
Sorry, this content isn't available right now.
I wonder if I have it locked somewhere. I wish I knew more about Facebook Live. So, are we Facebook friends?
I believe so.
I remember. Basically, anyone that I see that's a DDO person, I accept. But I did get a message today from somebody saying, "Guess who?" And I said Grandpa, and I never heard back from them again. So I don't know.
No, it wasn't me.
All right, let me look at my friends list. You would probably be. Is it in alphabetical order? Or is it by friends joining? It's not in alphabetical order. Doesn't seem to be in any order. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and
I just sent you a message on Facebook.
Okay. YT Gaming, or YT Slime Studios, just even sent me, or just liked the live stream, so, on Facebook.
Maybe I'm on not your Facebook? I don't know. It says Samus Barub. It's got a picture of Samus on there.
Yeah, I mean... don't think that's you. No, that's not you.
Last thing I see posted on your timeline is from September 11th, 2017.
Yeah, see, that's what, I don't think that's me.
That's not you?
I mean, I suspect what happened is that, like maybe some reason I ended up creating a second account or something, because that was, Slacker found that account as well and said the same thing, and I'm like, it looks like I'm live right here.
Alright, well, let's see.
Let me look under recently added. So the last person recently added was Shu. Friends request. Yeah, that's not you. Those are not you.
Yeah, search under people. The one that I'm following is the only one that I'm... pages, there's not anything under Samus Garobo. Groups, nothing under Samus Garobo.
Yeah, timeline settings. Timeline. Who can see what others post on my timeline? Friends of friends. Icono. Privacy. Let's go to privacy. Who can see my future posts? Only me. How can people find you? Who can send you friends requests? Friends of friends. Alright, let's edit that to everyone can send me friends. Who can see my friends list? Let's make that only friends. Who can look up using email address? Everyone. Who can look up phone number? Let's change that to only me. I don't want people looking at my phone number, but I don't think I gave one. Do I want search engine outside of Facebook to link to my profile?
Alright, there we go. I think that fixed it because I just sent you a friend's
Yep,
request.
there we go. That's you. I probably was not the right me. Like maybe I made one on some other account or something and it messed up and I don't know. So how about now? How about now? Facebook stream looks good. Fine, I'm here on Facebook. Thank you, Sheldon. I would like to get that integrated into the Twitch or into the chat over here. But the Restream.io is apparently has a bad certificate for Facebook interactions.
Now I can see it.
Yeah, so I probably just have that other one that is not correct. So I have to start sharing more DDO stuff, I guess, or more DDO people. So, today was a super quiet day at the arena, and my head had a good opportunity to chill out. And now my head is screaming again. Like I'm well on my way into a 7. What the heck?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't understand. It was pretty good. It finally had come down, and now it's just like, oh, you thought today was over, huh? Nay. Nay, sir.
So all my work of getting to Mythic last night netted me 5 War of the Spark packs, 1 Dominaria or Ravnica pack, a Incubation Druid style, and some other style that I just don't care about.
Yeah, apparently there's the new Obfather style is floating around or something too, with a text or an email code.
Oh, really?
Like
I thought it was
the
through
glass
the
frame or something.
Yeah, that's not through a code. It's through you have to do the pop.
Oh.
The arena popper event. I tried the to get the glass frames for the Momir, but I can't stand that. I don't mind regular Momir. It's with the Planeswalkers. I can't stand it.
Yeah, no, I don't care. I'm not that interested in making things look fancy or whatever.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I use the Jace a lot, so I would have liked to have gotten the Jace, but I wasn't going to get 15 wins in that stupid event, so...
Well, they would have to physically also give the card, not just the style. That's the thing that I didn't understand at first, is that...
It's not a card.
It's not a card, it's just the style, and I'm like, oh, well, that's dumb. Because the original things, right, were alternate art, but you got the card. So, like, the full, or the fancy Teferi and blah, blah, blah for being on the beta or whatever. But that's not the case now, so... I would rather that they gave you a regular card and made that a style or something. I don't know. I just don't like that they're inconsistent. That's just me, though. I prefer consistency. Alright.
Yeah, I get it.
So let's make you get protected by Ellery. And you stand there. Alright, so just for you, I'm giving people hats on my warlock.
Oh boy.
Undead people hats.
Giving them some lampshades, huh?
Hats, at least. Yeah, I needed to get to level 4 something fierce. Putting on spell power items was definitely what I was missing so badly. I was doing like 1 and 4 points of damage. Like 1 for my force and like 4 points for my pack. That's just so bad.
Yeah.
Why don't you stop attacking him and come with me and be a helper instead? At least now it's doing, I don't know, like almost 20, maybe a little over 20. There's a big difference between 5 and 20. No, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like that's a significant upgrade.
So is it bad that I want to watch this Good Omens just because it has David Tennant?
Well, I'm super excited. I also like the other guy, but I can't think of his name right now. The guy who's playing the Angel. I was kind of introduced to him in Masters of Sex, but then also he's done some other stuff recently as well. I think he's just a solid actor. But yeah, the wife is like, never said anything about Good Omens, right? Not one word about it. And then last night, or today at lunch, she's like, hey, by the way, I'm going to start watching this show on Amazon. I'm like, yeah, Good Omens. She's like, yeah, how did you know? I'm like, because I've been excited about it for like 8 months since they announced it was going to be coming. And it
looks really good.
And I've been looking forward to it and looking for it. And she's like, oh yeah, I just saw an ad for it yesterday.
The wife just told me that it was a book and it was good.
Yep, it is a book. I have not read it, but
she says it's good.
Well, probably. Alright, let's double check the YouTube here. Or not YouTube, Twitch again. Or Facebook. There we go. That's the word. Facebook. It is so weird not being able to get the chat moved into the chat box. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just say F the certificate and just put it in, but God, then if something goes horribly wrong, it's definitely my fault, you know? If I did not take that warning into consideration, then all of a sudden I was hacked and it is my fault. Because I decided to move into a thing with a bad certificate. Oh no, I forget who I think it was Cub at the arena tonight. He got to watch a little bit of the build and he's like, oh man, it looks overpowered. I'm like, looks overpowered? Thanks, buddy. You gotta watch an ad, did you?
I got to watch 3 ads.
3 ads, you got 25 bits? Big spender over there.
I'm telling
Twitch.
you.
So anyway, he's like, oh man, it looked overpowered. I'm like, alright, well you don't play the game, so it's hard for me to believe that you have an opinion overpowered. And 2, all I did was die all day. I'm the best dyer. Still hungry. I should have got some more to eat. I just knew I wasn't hungry then, so I just had one taco and a cheese quesadilla. I was like, I'll call that good enough. Now that I'm 2 hours outside of my food window, I'm like, starving.
Yeah, we had Carl's Jr.
It'll be okay.
Had a hamburger, and I tried their new Western fry. Not bad.
No, I didn't eat breakfast until 4 o'clock today. So we went.
Can you really call it a breakfast then?
Well, it's my breaking a fast, so yes, I can. And we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, we didn't leave until 4:20. So it was probably closer to 5 o'clock before I got to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I ate probably pretty close to...
So you prefer Buffalo Wild Wings over Wingstop?
We don't have a Wingstop, but I don't know, maybe? The thing I like about Buffalo Wild Wings is that dry rub stuff. Like their dry rubs I think are really good. And particularly their desert fire or whatever. Like, it doesn't feel hot to me per se, like it's not spicy, but it's got a nice sweet flavor to it, but it's not sweet.
Well, we got a Wingstop here that I really want to try. They've got two new types. One is a honey ancho glaze, and then one is a lemon.
Yeah, I don't like getting dirty when I eat wings. So I like a dry rub. But,
I don't really mind it too much. I mean, just as long as I have something to wipe down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little OCD when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That, and usually the wetter the sauce, the more sugar that's in it. I don't need the sugar, I just need the kick.
Right.
So, anyway, I probably had, let's see, call it 8. I had the cheese, so call that another 4. And then I had some buffalo things, and that's 2. So probably like 1,400 calories. So I feel like I had most of my meal worth for the day. So, you know, the chicken taco and the cheese quesadilla should have put me right at my 2,000 calories. But man, I'm so hungry. just want to like completely annihilate another. I think it's because of the no beef in my diet right now. Trying this no beef for a month and see if I can handle it, but I think the answer is going to be no. Unless my head just like really starts to feel much better. Alright, can I get this box open now? Not quite. Woohoo, let's get out of here. That was the quickest I've done this quest in a long time. Maybe since the Sork life. Although I don't think we had to do this the Warlock, or sorry, the Warforged Artie life. So how much of the leveling process did you watch yesterday with for the D&D group?
Just a minute or two.
Okay.
Not very long.
I didn't know if you got it, if you stuck around to when I started reading the level 3 stuff and like my brain exploded.
No, I didn't stick around for that.
I'm very excited for some of the possibilities of level 3. I don't know which way I'm going to go. There's so many options. It looks like so much fun. Grade A, good times. That game will start, our next one will be next Thursday, everybody, at, are we doing 7 or 8? I cannot remember. Next Thursday, and we'll have the exact time as it gets closer. My brain is lamelt. But yeah, I'm super excited to get back into that campaign. The Artificer class coming out of the new 5th edition stuff is looking super sweet. Wow, how big is this cone? Maybe part of my problem with this class has been I think the cone is smaller than it is. Alright, just not as wide as I think it is, but it's way longer than I thought. Hey! Thanks to Lab. Welcome, Malvic. Is that right? Malvic? Malhavoc. Congratulations. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. I'll have to get your name added to the shout out page. Intelligence. Inquisitive should use intelligence for damage. I'm almost positive the best Inquisitive build is some sort of Artie Wizard combination. Probably predominantly Artie. And then taking... Alright, we got a problem there. Not sure why she was taking damage. And then predominantly Artie, and you want to be able to get to deadly weapons, and then everything else is wizard levels. So I'm not sure. I would like to try a rogue Inquisitor. I have not got a chance to take a crack at one yet. It is totally possible that rogue is good enough. So you just do like two Artie or 3 Artie, 4 Artie, probably 4 Artie, and
I'll be right back.
And then the rest rogue. That is a possibility. But I think the elemental damage and the int to damage using the... So Artie level 3 spell gives you int to damage without tying up your action points. And then you can switch the elemental damage around as necessary with the wizard stuff. It felt very, very good to me when I was doing it. But the life that I went from 1 to 20 the fastest was the pure Warforged Artie. It just rolled everything.
Hey Sam, can I get a invite link to your Discord? For some reason I can never generate one for your Discord. thanks. I'm gonna invite the person that I static with. He wants to play since I'm over here chatting with you.
Okay. I will say that I did get some complaints about people not in the party playing a different game, like doing a lot of coordination stuff. But mostly that was a different game. You know, like I was playing X and they were playing Y. But if it becomes crazy, I might mention that. We may have to separate out for convenience, but
fair enough.
It's just something that I had a couple different people mention to me when they were hanging out, that it was something that was really bothering them.
Okay. I mean, I can leave and go back to my server if you need me to.
I mean, that's not a problem right now, but like I said, we'll see how it goes, and if people are like, hey man, it's really confusing, then we'll deal with it. We'll figure it out. You know me, I'll work with you, because I'm Team Samius.
Alright, let me pop over and tell him.
Sounds good. Oh boy. Oh boy. I was thinking Artie Rogue Ranger have dex to damage. Because Ranger allows it. Yeah, I mean, that's probably okay, but for like 3 points in the universal tree, you can pick up int to hit, and then for 12 points you get into damage, which I can understand not, but it gives you the half your int damage to your damage modifier. Right? There's not a thing like that for a ranger. Pull it up here. So you can go 1, 2, a few hit points, grab know the angles, and now you have your intelligence modifier, an extra half your intelligence to damage without even going up here. So for, like I said, 5, 6, 7, 8 action points, you get an int to damage. And then with the 3rd level Artie spell, if you get that far, you can take the int to damage spell, and then you don't have to take those extra 4 action points in the Harper tree. So it's like really efficient, I think, to do damage and then get that boost. Because really it's all about doing as much damage per single shot as you can, right?
Do you mind dragging him down here?
Yeah. Hang on. Good morning. Welcome to the stream, buddy.
What's up?
So this is the guy that I was running the bard the other night?
Oh, yeah. Not Mike.
Not Mike, yeah.
Hey, hi, Mike. Hi, not Mike.
Yay, not Mike. I think I wanted to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I grabbed 4T the other day and helped Sam get the rest of his tokens to TR.
4T's not all.
He did a pretty good job at watching the front door.
To be fair, Talab did a great job of watching the front door. With all of his characters. I'm like, you want to step inside the door so you can play a little bit when you get back? No, I'm going to have this beer. I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
okay.
that sounds about.
I don't even think he got back to the keyboard. I think he just like typed on his phone and like listened, like sat in his recliner. Like, I'm not here.
You know me so well, Sam.
Oh man.
Alright, I gotta go level up. I never leveled off time.
But yeah, I think that's how I would go. Again, I haven't got much of a chance to fiddle with the rogue tree, specifically mechanic. I think mechanic could add a lot is every time you get to take 1 point to damage, it's like adding 2 points to damage with Artie or Inquisitive Tree. And of course, with the Artie Tree doing, so you can get up to the Rapid Shot. I can't think what it's called right now. Up the Battle Master or whatever that thing's called. Yeah, you can get the Fuselage, but at least on the way, you're picking up like another 7 points of damage. Even if you don't get all the way to Endless Fuselage, if you stop before there, but you're just on your way, again, you're picking up like 7 points of damage per shot or something. Like, it's pretty ridiculous.
Alright, sweet. I picked up my my Phoenix for.
Yay.
On your monk?
Yeah, the just like, hey, this is my
need to come back to life
button.
now.
Yeah.
It's like a Gibbers, but you don't need to farm for years.
Right. It's kind of great.
Yeah, but you gotta play a monk, so not worth.
Oh, it's totally worth.
Ooh, a monk hater. I like you already.
I don't honestly hate the monk. I think the monk's a fine class, but it's no wizard.
And you're losing points now.
That's alright. I'm very pretty, so gaining points again. And my man titties are massive, so
Ooh,
even
back in the
more.
winter stop.
Back to the top of the friends list all of a sudden.
Yeah, Sam is my favorite booby streamer.
Oh boy. It's just because when you send me a dick pic and I type back LOL, you mean it. You think it's lots of love.
Yeah. I don't know. I throw dollar bills at you all the time and you never strip for me.
That's for the best. I'm that guy who puts the money back on. My boss tells this joke. He went to a friend's hospital room and he gave him a card, like, get well soon, here's a stripper, and he starts taking his clothes off. And the guy's like, what? He goes, no, I put clothes back on for money, so you're getting a show. He's like, no! Favor, that does not sound like the worst thing I've ever seen. It seems okay to me, actually. I'm not sure if you need the fighter level, because 5 levels of wizard gives you haste, but you will get the armor of haste instead. So
I saw one in the forums today that was like Ranger. It was like 8 Ranger, 6 Artie, 2 Fighter, I think.
yeah, I just don't understand the reasoning behind a lot of that.
Yeah.
I mean, Favor just asked me what I thought about the Ranger stuff, and basically my argument is you still want to have some sort of boost to damage, like the short things to add your multiplier in at least half again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, if you're going to do Wisdom, you're going to want the Wisdom thing, because you're just leaving so much damage on the table. If your modifier is, say, 16, which is pretty damn low for a primary stat in the mid-levels, you're talking about 8 damage per attack, which is your modifier because you're double weapon, you know?
Yeah.
It just seems like, where else are you going to pick up 8 damage before power, range power adjustment and stuff? Like, it's just not something you're going to pick up with the enhancement lines. And then when you crit, I mean, most of those things are times 3, sometimes times 4. So you're talking, an extra 24 or more damage. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me to do, like, int to damage in particular, and have the Artie levels, so you can, at least to the point where you can cast 3rd level Artie spells. If that's as high as you go in Artie, I can understand. But you can't. There's no dex boost to damage, which is why I think dexterity loses. So just looking at last life on the ranger that was doing the wisdom to damage build, the difference between me hitting that wisdom, whatever it's called, the wisdom boost thing, was so significant. Eldritch Knight doesn't give bonuses to range. That, unless that's a super recent change, it was working for me 2 or 3 lives ago. Maybe not the weapon bonuses, but the elemental.
So what level does the charm start at?
15.
15.
And there's 2 sagas.
There's 2 sagas in that one. Okay.
If you do all of the main quest line and then you go do all of the cogs, it's 2 sagas.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I did not realize it was 2 sagas until Shu pointed it out, so imagine how dumb I felt.
I usually hold all the sagas until the end, like when it's like, hey, I'm at 19 and I need a couple, 100,000 experience or whatever.
I feel like that was not the case when I just did it. I'm not saying you're wrong, or I'm not saying that's what it says it does, but I feel like I was making those attacks and it was working. Let me get to a safe spot here. In the action, okay, we should be okay right here for a second. Enhancements, Wizard, Eldritch Knight, Spell Sword.
Spin, yeah, that was a while back. They changed that you can get Vorpals at pretty much any level.
Yeah, the Spell Sword stuff does not say anything about only working with melee or something. Yeah. I'm talking about the Spell Sword damage.
Yeah, it's pretty nice you can give Vorpals at like level 1.
Yeah, but most of those things you just don't take. I don't know. I'd have to look at my enhancements to see. I have to go back and remember my stuff. I think basically my spell sword tree was, I went up to spell sword, and then I went up to the mage armor and the shield clicky, and then I went over to wand and scroll mastery, and then that was able to take me up to the ball, the arcane barrier, and then I was enough to get the critical accuracy, and then from critical accuracy I took intelligence, and then I didn't take the capstone in there. I took a capstone in the inquisitive tree, and that's enough to get pretty far across the core if you want it. But unless you're wearing armor, I wouldn't even bother. If you're wearing light armor, it's a different story. But I was using the double strike set from Ravenloft, the 3-piece, the belt, the whatever, and the armor. Gonna be a Warforged, so perfect. You have, if you're gonna be Warforged, just start with the Arty. Just start with the straight Arty. You can always splash later if you feel the need. But you will not be disappointed just running straight up the 15 Arty tree.
I'm really between either Artificer build with the dual crossbows or just a Warlock for my human life.
Yeah, I kind of want to try it on some different different races. See how it plays.
Mm-hmm.
I think the nice thing about straight Artie is it will let you can take the construct essence thing,
Mm-hmm.
and even though your healing will be hit, and then it's going to be hit again in Reaper, you still have the ability to just cast reconstruct on yourself.
I feel like I want to splash for Rogue just for the evasion.
Yeah, I think that's a crutch from your monk.
It might be.
I'm not saying it's bad. Just saying it doesn't. I've reached the point where it feels completely unnecessary to have evasion most of the time.
Most of the traps in this game are avoidable, so.
It's not the traps that you take evasion for. You take the evasion for the lightning bolt spam. Especially now that you get the double striking lightning bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Like right there, I just took a ton. I mean, I could have taken a ton of lightning bolt damage. Yeah, see how much smoother that went, taking level 4? Getting your spell power over 100 is key, I think. Absolutely key. Alright, let's check Facebook and make sure that I'm not missing like any comments over here. I also want to make sure it still shows live. Everything looks good. Should I take a guidance for TRing? Maybe. Guidance seems better than what I'm using now. Yeah, I'm going to take a guidance. Then I can go ahead and slot a ghost touch in that, and that should probably be way better for level 2 to 4 than what I'm doing now.
I need to figure out what crossbows I need to get for that. I'm not going to be able to have any green steel, that's for sure.
I'm not sure you need a green steel. I said I think I'm going to grab the guidance at level 2 from the catacombs. Then I did farm up a rat catcher from Thrinals. I just happened to get one on that very first run. So, I farmed it so hard. And then from there, to be really honest, I just used like the Barovian crossbow when I felt like I needed it. Mm-hmm. Although, honestly, most of the time I just use the rat catcher. And then, I used the anniversary crossbows a lot.
Yeah, I didn't get any of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that anytime there's something weird in the anniversary, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to get this. Yeah, I think this is the way to be. And I did not remember to drink these Inferno potions, so we need to start remembering to drink the Inferno potions. Don't forget. Okay. Totally
Hey, Sam. Drink the Inferno potions.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember. You're going to go with your Artie Wiz Fighter. Hope it works out. Let me know how it does.
I'll remind you in a little bit.
I mean, it's really tough to mess with the first 15 levels of Artie. Like, it's so good. Blade Barrier, the turret, enchanting your weapon, int damage. Like, it just comes together so fast.
You get into damage with the Artie stuff?
Yes, there's a spell that gives you int damage at level 3.
Oh, it's a spell that you have to keep redoing, okay.
Yeah, but it lasts basically the whole quest, so...
I mean, do you think it's worth it to go into the Harper tree for that, though?
So, what I did, and what I recommended, was you go in the Harper tree, you take Agent of Good to get in, strategic combat, so you have intelligence to hit. You grab your hit points. You get know the angles. Then you don't have to go any higher. That's only 8 points.
So you don't suggest getting the into damage.
You can get that if you have the points while you're getting to your 5th level of Artie, or whatever it is to be able to cast 3rd level Artie spells. But because you don't need, like, you're saving yourself 4 action points. That's a whole level worth of action points. Like, imagine shaving a level off of getting something else that you're looking to have.
Right.
So I mean, it is significant in my opinion. That is pretty significant savings.
That's fair.
For the disadvantage of you have to cast the spell when you shrine or when you enter a quest.
I remember right, it's like a 4 or 5 minute buff on it. It's really not that bad.
Yeah, it's like all the other ones, and it starts at 5 minutes, and then it's 1 minute per level or something after that. I need to go to like spells, and then Artie spells, and I know it's level 3. Insightful damage. Caster level in minutes. So I mean, again, if you have to cast that spell twice in a quest, it's probably because you shrined.
Do you take any of the like extend or anything like that?
I usually don't take extend anymore. I'd rather just cast the spell twice. The exceptions are if there's like.
I'll tell you when you can come.
Oops,
No
somebody
one tells
telling me
me
when I
when
can
to
come.
come. I'm a monster.
Sojek,
A surprise.
welcome to the stream, my friend. So the exception is if I'm on a person who wants haste, usually like a melee wizardy type person, where I want that haste to be as long as possible right out of the box. Otherwise, I don't really worry about it. Hi. Welcome to the stream. It's kind of a surprise night tonight, so my normal viewers are not expecting me tonight. It's bonus, but
Like the Spanish Inquisition.
that's right. Always expect me. But I figured it'd be a nice change. Ow. I have got
Was
to.
that a head fire pain there?
No, I moved my foot. Remember that gash is still serious nasty on my foot.
You going to see a doctor about it?
Nah, they're just gonna want stitches. And I don't think it really needs stitches, it just needs time. It's not infected or anything, it was super
Don't let it
deep.
get infected.
Oh, no. I'm putting thieves on it and salt baths like twice a day. It is not going to get infected. Yeah, that's what the chat voted for, was a tiefling, and then from there we lined up a warlock life, and then
And a gender bender life.
and a gender bender, and then we're also going to do a bard life, and then it's a kind of still a toss up between what we want to make the third life.
As long as the bard is giving lampshades, I'm happy.
Yeah, I might do like a really complicated life for myself after that. Thought about using Eldritch Knight Sork Tiefling Fire Savant. Yeah, I mean, that could be okay. I'm just not 100% sure what. Like, you can get a little bit of stuff out of the tree, but mostly it just comes down to your cores, really. Like these, it's not like super good. It's not like the The Dragonborn. The Dragonborn tree, racial tree, is like ridiculously good. The little angel mix thing, what is that called? With the lay on hands? ASMR? ASMR tree, insanely good. I don't know. Like, this tree is very good. Don't get me wrong, it's got Wand and Scroll Mastery for 4 damn points. Like, that's insane. Like, this is just ridiculous right here. I think the traditional caster is okay. But I'm just not sure. I guess the criticals with fire spells are pretty nice. I mean, that is an extra 8 to crit. But that's a lot of points to get up there. I mean, I just like the idea of Eldritch Knights. You'll never get me to be like, oh man, Eldritch Knight, that's lame. I'm like, you had me with Eldritch Knights. Oh yeah, it feels way better. Yeah, but does it make the obscuring mist like AoE? As if it does, hard pass. I need to be able to see the screen. You can see? Alright, well, may not be that bad then. I might look at it.
You running that Stormcleave on R10, Rhett?
Huh?
You ran that Stormcleave on R10? I thought you'd be done by now.
Nah, you know how the quest is. You forget one damn pillar and you gotta go back and search for it. I'm running a marathon.
Okay.
I just finished with it though. I'm gonna use some stones to cap out, and then I'll level, and then I'll log off.
You're gonna log off?
Yep. It's already almost 1 a.m. here, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, I must also be a central guy.
I've been sitting here on my thumb waiting on you to try to get over here and do some giant hold walk up.
But I'll run one with you.
That's right. Sleep is for the weak.
I've been packing all day.
You playing tomorrow afternoon or what?
No, tomorrow's my big pack day. I don't know what I'll be doing, to be honest. I've got the movers coming on Sunday morning, and so I've got to get all the TVs dismounted and wired up, and washer and dryer unhooked, and water lines closed off, and all that kind of stuff, on top of taking care of my kiddos because the wife's...
Sounds like fun.
Yeah,
So no tomorrow night either then, huh?
Don't plan on shutting my Wi-Fi down until Sunday morning, so I'm hoping to play tomorrow.
Okay.
Kind of depends on how much stuff like that's the reason why I logged on so late tonight, is because the wife and I were getting a lot of the packing done, and I was taking advantage of her being here. So
That's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, man, this is a good thing it's after dark. We're having this conversation. This is not family appropriate.
well, I usually won't use innuendos. I'll just tell you straight up what I was doing with her, but no, it wasn't really that fun.
Yeah, just text me and let me know what's going on.
Sure thing, cutie.
So Sam, they got a new stream deck now, and they doubled the key.
Oh yeah.
Makes me want to spend more money.
I don't know. Again, like I said before, I need like 2 buttons.
I know it.
Although, I really want to put some money into the artwork for the stream. I have all these people who follow me that do artwork for stuff, and I've looked at a lot of their stuff in the past, and it looks really good. I just don't know how close they can get the Clanky style to do the stuff I want them to do.
Yeah.
So, like, one of the things I've wanted for a long time is that, you know how, like, there's the Calvin peeing on things?
Yeah.
I really want, like, a Samus peeing on a Soulstone. And then I also would, like, Photoshop Shoes logo on there. So, like,
I'd pay for that.
Like, that would be... I'd only use that one when Shoes are around. But, like, that would make it good, you know, taking the bio break.
I need to get Rhett to record me some theme song.
Wait, why are we adding things on Red's to-do list? I don't like this game.
Oh, man. Sounds like you're a multi-talented guy. We could get you to work.
I'm too
I
tired.
mean, I asked him to do my my layout like 2 months ago. And I don't think he's done-
Whoa. Now, I sat down like 2 weeks ago to do your layout, and I texted and you said, no, I'm in the hospital. Where? I hurt. I don't want to think about that. Some BS excuse.
It's true. I mean, it's not like your body's going to heal any faster if your brain's doing some work. Or any slower. It's not.
I got stomach acid pouring into my stomach. It's okay.
Just push that shit to the side like I would.
Toughen up, Buttercup.
Get your stream on.
Alright, what walk-up we can do?
I guess we'll do the troll later.
One of these days, I'm gonna like fall down the stairs on the way to the stream. There's gonna be a bone sticking out of my arm. I'm gonna sit down and be like, man, you guys, I just like fell down the stairs, but we got streaming to do. Like blood squirting.
I told Sam that I was in the hospital, and he's like, yeah, cool. What time you starting your stream?
I really was too. Like, when's the stream start, bro?
I want to watch some magic.
Pretty much.
When's your
I'll
stream?
give-
I want to see how
I'll-
many
I'll
times
give
Red
you-
dies.
I'll give you some credit. He was like, hey, how you feeling? Oh, you're feeling pretty bad. Cool. What time's the stream?
I'm not afraid to say that I'm looking for my entertainment too. I don't make a lot of time to watch other people's streams.
I know it. Mine should start back up on Monday. I think I'm ready to sit in here for a couple hours and.
Well, and you can always do smaller ones.
So for sure, I'll be out of commission on Monday night, Tuesday night, probably Wednesday night. But I think I'll be up and running after that.
Tuesday I'm out for sure, but Wednesday I'll probably get on and stream a little bit. Monday and
Just-
Wednesday.
Yep, just depends for me how quickly the new provider turns it on at the new house. They claim that all I have to do is bring my equipment from my current home and it should be ready to go, but I'm calling shenanigans on that.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Sometimes it's pretty quick.
I mean, I'm hoping.
All I know is when I sell this house, I'm gonna sell everything but the modem because we're just renting the modem. And I'll be like, look, it's one phone call away. They'll bring a modem over and turn you on. You're good to go. I am so pleased that we switched away from Cox to this company. I wish I would have done it a long time. Well, we could have done it that long ago, but I wish they had gotten their shit together and they were here years ago.
What company is it?
I was afraid you were going to ask. I think it's Next Tech. They're like a little small phone company here in Kansas. But,
Oh, people live in Kansas?
I do. Salina, Kansas, be the trucker. Right in the middle of Nowheresville. Population me and 50,000 other assholes. But my my boss got a flyer. It's like, yeah, they're setting up a business Ethernet, and it's like $60. Fuck me. I gotta get in on this. So I called them up. I'm like, so I stream video games for a living, and my wife works from home. Can we get this business internet at home? And they're like, fuck yeah. Like, all right. Deal. Sign us up. And they're like, well, we're burying fresh lines in your neighborhood in a month or two. I'm like, all right, I'm excited. And then a couple of months go by, and another couple months go by, and then all of a sudden across the street, people were digging up the street, the little Mexican restaurant across the street. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, dear, do you think that's them? She's like, no, why would they be working across the street? It was them. Fucking. Like 2 days later, they're knocking on the door like, we're gonna like dig up your backyard and drill holes in your house. Is that cool? I'm like, yes! Make the internet better.
The high speed.
See, it's not actually any higher speed. In fact, like the package we got is technically even like slightly slower than the theoretical maximum from our cable. But like everybody and their uncle uses that goddamn cable line here in town. So I was having drops and bandwidth issues and stuff like that at weird times of the day. And since we switched, we've had no bandwidth issues. We have no drops. So our theoretical maximum is not as good, right? But I can still stream. She can still work. We can still stream a movie. Why both of us are working, like, and that's all I really want. You know, I want to be able to stream.
Life is complete.
Brad, I don't know if you noticed, but this is R2, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling any pain from this one yet.
There's not a huge difference between 1 and 2, except for the damage, your damage reduction. So you probably should be feeling less damage per hit.
Not
And the monsters should have
a
a few more hit points. So they probably each have like 200 more hit points. Because you're in Giant Hold, right?
Yeah.
So they're probably around like almost 2,000 hit points. You guys have Slayer so you can see their hit points?
Yeah, I've got my troll and my spiders going.
So how close was I?
The trolls have 801 hit point.
Oh wow. So they're, yeah, you not hardly anything.
And even less when Rhett gives them a negative low. He decided to go to Death Domain instead of the, basically because he's playing Babysit Toe Lab.
Oh, you a Jahealer?
Got me a Jahealer, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we had a really good group set up because we had Mike playing a like a ranged DPS. We had his son playing a trapper. Rhett was playing a Jahealer, and I was playing a monk. So we had like this really good setup. And then Mike's kid started screwing up and not doing his homework, so he got grounded. And then Mike just decided that he wasn't going to be able to play with us when he moved to the East Coast. So he just quit. So now it's just me and Rhett, and we don't have a trapper. We just have Jahealers.
We are taking the application.
We are taking applications.
no. You guys are welcome to join me anytime I happen to be within your level range. But yeah, my play schedule unfortunately is pretty much determined by my stream schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I
even-
had every intention of playing with you this life.
Ooh,
and then
kinky.
the hospital decided to screw that up.
See, there you go, using that excuse again.
Bite me.
Well,
Woohoo.
so here's the thing. You guys are giant hold, so what, 13?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. I play another hour. I'll probably be level 5 tonight. And then, let's see. If I don't play tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, which I probably will play a little bit. I'm not sure. That'll probably get me another level-ish. So there's, let's call it 6. Monday will probably be at least 1, if not 2 levels, because that'll be 6 to 7, and 6 to 7 is fucking fast. 7 to 8 is really fast. So Monday night, we're talking probably another level, put me around 9, maybe 10. So then Tuesday, let's pretend I'll play not DDO Tuesday morning. Although that has not been the trend of late.
Yeah,
So-
for me to keep up with you, I just need to make sure that I play Tuesday mornings past when you get on, so that I can keep up with you through the nighttime, because I can't play on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Can't play
So-
Tuesday night, can't play Sunday morning. Those are my 2 pen and paper games.
Right. So I mean, as a professional, DDO player.
Ooh, professional.
I put in
Air's getting kind of thin up
I
here.
put in between 7 and 8 hours of gameplay a day on stream. It's not easy to, put that kind of effort in for everybody.
Yeah, and I have to dual box ret anytime I play.
So,
Yeah. Stupid job and stuff. However, I'm about to quit mine.
nice. Hopefully moving on to bigger and better things and not just being screwed like me.
No, I'm just moving location, so I have to. It would be a 2-hour commute one way if I didn't.
Gross. Where are you at, roughly?
Houston.
Oh yeah, going
I'm
to
going from
Houston?
I'm living currently on the east side of Houston, and I'm going to the north side of Houston. So it's about an hour geographically, but it's with the rush hour, it would be a 2-hour one.
That is crazy.
Yo, people do it though. So
I want to live in the same. No, I mean the fact that you're an hour drive across the same town you're in.
Oh,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it happens. I know there's people out there who have to deal with it. I mean, remember the day that we were trying to get the D&D group streaming?
Oh god, and V-Love could
And
not
V-Love
get
was-
in there.
It was like 3 hours in traffic.
Yeah.
Like, I should make it home in time. And he's like, yeah, I'm still stuck in traffic. Like 3 hours later, I finally made it home.
Yeah.
So I know it's a thing. I recognize it is a thing. But it seems like something that should not be a thing.
yeah, I got a couple leads on some jobs on Be Closer, so it should be.
Oh no, Arlo! Oh, sorry.
Hey, what-
Then why? How dare they? Here is an interesting fun fact, if we could call it that. Female fishes will fake orgasms to trick males into thinking they successfully mated.
Wait,
And then-
fishes or bitches?
Fishes?
Both.
Okay, I'm confused.
Fish bitches. They'll fake a climax so the male will swim away thinking that they have succeeded, and then they will swim on to find a better guy.
Whatever you gotta say to make yourself feel better, Sam.
Jeez, that's a rough life, man.
Yeah.
That is, of course, according to What the F Facts, which often some of the stuff they consider facts I consider trash, so...
Wikipedia is not a source.
Wikipedia's not a source.
You want to hear something?
It's a...
I worked for a school district once that they required me to teach a class in which they had no curriculum for, and they did not want to give me any budget to purchase any said curriculum. So I had to do all my own research in order to come up with material for the class, and the only the biggest source of not quality but quantity of information I could get was through Wikipedia. So the whole damn course is through Wikipedia. I don't know whether that shit was true or not, but I taught that class for 3 years.
The sky is orange because aliens made it that way.
Exactly.
Shit, man, don't be shitting
Feel
on
it out.
aliens and orangeness.
I'm not saying aliens, but aliens.
That's right. All I know is the other day, Tobrell was on TeamSpeak, and he's like, you know what really makes me wonder? I'm like, what's that? It's like, with the advent of all these telephone cameras and stuff, how come all the UFO sightings have dropped? I'm like, they're up like 300% from the 80s, bro. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, they're way up. Because people can fucking Google that shit now and go, that's not a goddamn plane. What's up? Oh, man. Thankfully, he did not ask me for a source, because I would have to, like, find the Ancient Aliens episode where I saw that. And then verify their source, and I'm not going that deep to prove Tobarrow wrong.
You like Wikipedia.
Probably is Wikipedia. +1 shocking stick. Probably hard pass on that.
Do you want me to step in the next quest, Olaf?
I'm not doing that next quest by myself.
Oh, come on. You don't feel like slamming it at a card?
Not really. I'll do it if you stay, but I'm not doing it by myself.
No, my kids will be waking up in like 4 hours. I need to get sleep.
At 5?
Yelp.
How old are your goddamn kids?
Well, the one that wakes up at 5 is 5.
Shit. Time to give them
I told him he doesn't give him enough Benadryl.
I was just gonna say, it's time to put some Jack in their juice when they get up. Shit.
Honestly, I've tried it. I've tried Benadryl too. It doesn't phase him. Like,
It's
it
time to
doesn't
make a
matter.
safety
Whatever
box, then.
no matter what I do to that kid, it don't matter if I can just let him stay up till midnight and he'll still wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. But way to make it up at 5 in the morning. Crawl in your safety box and then lock it.
Right. Here's your book. It usually consists of me coming out to the game room and letting him play on the iPad or watch a show or work on Legos or something, and I just like fall asleep in the just kind of here-ish.
Yeah. See, you could totally build him a little box to sit in with his iPad and just go back to sleep or play for whatever.
Yeah.
Or you get him a trampoline. Kids will jump on a trampoline and wear themselves out in like no time.
We've got one. He's not a huge fan.
Oh, that's even worse when you're like, too bad. That's what you're doing for the next half an hour. You can go back to bed or you can do jumping jacks on the trampoline.
Right?
Push-ups.
Actually, his thing right now is push-up.
Weighted push-ups.
He loves doing push-ups, and he loves doing. He's trying to figure out how to do a headstand and walk with it on his.
Well,
Right now,
the
he just
kids
sucks at it. It's hilarious.
Kids have calling for that kind of stuff. Encourage the hell out of it.
Oh heck yeah! Like, you know, I teach band for a living. I'm a musician, and everybody asks me like, "Are you gonna make your kids do band?" Like, well, no. Like, I just want my kids to find something they like, and then encourage them to go for it. Like, he's actually enrolled in gymnastics. His teacher is a former Olympian for the like Slovakian team or some crap, and my daughter is too. And I get a lot of crap for my son being in gymnastics, and and the jokes that you can imagine stem from that. But I'm like, dude, he's surrounded by what will be beautiful young women. So I think he's in winning right now.
Yeah, I mean,
But hey,
if you look at like a lot of the big names right now, they were all dancers and gymnastics, and all that stuff makes sense. And if he decides to go into football later, he's going to have all sorts of conditioning. I mean, it's Texas, so he'll probably be in football.
I don't know. He's like dripping wet. He's about 3.5.
I don't know, man.
He starts shoving hamburgers down his face.
All about that. All about when those hormones kick in.
I mean, just make him wide receiver.
Yeah, jump over some bitches, get some balls.
Yep. That's right.
I don't know. I just, my kid, God, he porked up so much that freshman 15 is like the freshman 35.
Yeah, I've got my 3-year-old son is my chunky one. Like he'll be a lineman some.
Well, what'll probably end up happening is he will slim down when it hits. He'll like turn into a beanpole, and then the other kid will probably like put on a ton of really toned muscle. That's how it always seems to be. When they hit their teenage years.
He's been in gymnastics for about 1.5 years now, and the little dude's got a little 6-pack going. I'm like, dang, go dude.
Get him in that. Get him in the whatever martial arts you guys are into. Kid will learn to exercise his whole life, and he'll be really like. I wish that was something I was more into. If I could trick myself into being into exercise, that would be. Except for bike riding, that would be the best. I love to ride my bike. My bike apparently is a piece of shit. That enclosed axle is just terrible. I know they make new ones now that don't have that. I need to see if they have a kit. Transfer.
Well, Samus, thanks for having me in the channel tonight.
Hey man, great having you. Good to meet you. Feel free to swing by.
Absolutely. Trying to judge him by my association with.
Aw, he's a quality person.
Yeah, most.
I mean, yeah, he's faking some injuries to get out of work, but
I'm telling you, it left me hanging for like 5 weeks.
yeah, man, like, come on, XP isn't gonna earn itself. Stop being a puss.
Hey, I was just helping you get motivated to do your incollectible.
Dude, I don't ever want to do that again. I got like 3/4 of the way through it, and I realized like this was a dumb project. Why did I want to do this? And then I'm like, see it through.
What did you do?
Since January, I've been putting together a spreadsheet of just 1 through 20 levels of what I would want to outfit if I could, like maximize every gear slot for a racial life for a Bard Enchanter build, which I prefer to run. And then when he was gone, I spent 5 weeks grinding the collectibles to get all the crap that I'm going to need to fill in the holes from the named loot that I'm using. And it was absurd amount of collectibles. I mean, there were some things I needed 700 of, several things I needed 500, 400, 300, 200. And it was a grind. I think I ran Baudry's. I lost count over 2,000 times.
Yeah, it sounds like you must have a very specific set of what you're looking for, because I cannot imagine an enchanter build being that difficult to gear up. Like,
oh, and it's not that hard. It's just
you don't care anymore.
It's not that it's hard to gear up. It was just me min-maxing and just trying to have some fun with it, and instead I just went too far.
And then you put your fun into the work category.
Well, like I told Tolab, it was fine for about 3.5 weeks, and then I hit, what collectible was it? Oh gosh, it was one I had to run. eyes the stone in and run in and get those first 5. Oh, Silver Flame Hymnals and House Sealed Letters. That's what it was. Man, I just could not get him to drop. But I got lucky. The Sarlona community stepped up, and I got some trades going, and I was able to fill my orders the last couple of days with trade.
Sarlon does have a very good community.
Honestly, I mean, there was a shout out to Quick Killer. I don't know if anybody knows him, but he donated a lot to my cause, and several other people were willing to do trades for other collectibles and not astral shards. So it was pretty easy at that point. I should have been doing that from the.
Yeah, I mean, using that forum, it's a real resource to get trades going.
Yeah, that's how I met Quick Killer.
I'm just not. I put everything into the stream, and I neglect all the other things. I shouldn't. I know I should work on the forum community because there's a lot of support there, but I just don't have that much willpower to go through all those things.
Yeah, there's only so much time in the day.
I mean, you just gotta get your sleep down to like no hours, and you're good, right? That's what my brain
That's what I'm
tells
doing
me
right
to
now
do.
for Tolab.
That's right. How else are you gonna get that quest done? It's not gonna run itself.
No, it will. If I log off long enough, he'll get irritated and he'll do a block.
No, I will.
That's why I love him. He's my Pookie.
I mean, with friends like that, who needs enemies, right?
Whoa. I didn't say it was a friend. See, why'd you have to take it there?
Oh man. The sauce is
Daggers,
getting
right?
thick today.
I haven't harassed him in a long time.
Oh boy. Trying to figure out how much longer I want to stream tonight. I'm tired.
24-hour stream.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea. I never got that
What's
nap,
that?
so
My daughter always watches these different YouTubers, and they're real big on the 24-hour challenges. Like they stay in Walmart for 24 hours, or they'll stay in their swimming pool for 24 hours. You should do a 24-hour stream.
So we've done some of those in the past, but they're just, it's like me sitting here for 16 hours with nobody around, and then the same times that I'm streaming anyway, like normally, is when people are there watching. So it's just punishing me at that point. You know, like if people were sitting there watching and like the whole time was like, hell yeah, then I would do with them, but
Yeah, I can see that.
you know, I got people trained on a schedule. It's like the reason why we have 6 people watching tonight, right? Because this is not a night that I usually stream on. You know, I usually am just now getting home from the Magic, the Friday Night Magics, and maybe I've been home for a little bit.
What is your stream schedule?
So Monday through Thursdays, I do 11 to 2, 10 to 2. So I cover the lunch hours, East Coast, West Coast. I cover the midnights, East Coast, West Coast. And then I bonus stream kind of sporadic. Like I'll start a couple hours earlier or whatever. I do have a streaming schedule. It's on the description. I'm not gonna lie and say that I keep it real strictly. And then on Fridays I do the 11 to 2.
I usually catch your stream whenever Tolab raids you at the end of our.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I hang around to see what shenanigans she was up to, and then I usually log off.
Yeah, I just try to give people that pretty rough consistency of like, oh man, it's lunchtime, Samus will be on. You know? Or
Oh, it makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. If I had a normal job that actually had a lunch break, I would totally be twitching and just watching people while I played. Makes perfect sense.
yeah. So, I mean, my biggest issue is on Thursdays. I wait for the Jerry handoff, so it's pushed back at least an hour on Thursdays or Wednesdays. And then every other Thursday now we have the D&D game, so I'm trying to figure out something to do for that other hour on the off Thursdays that we're not D&D-ing. But I don't know. And now we're pushing even earlier, the earlier start time. Like we've been starting almost at 8 for the last couple of weeks in the evenings. So just trying to get even more time.
Toleb, was Mike involved in that?
Yeah,
Is he still doing it?
as far as I know.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if he was able to continue it or he cut completely off or.
Yeah, he missed a stream because of a dinner, but he's been to the rest of them, right?
Yeah,
Like, I'm trying to
That's
think
good.
what dinner it was, but he's been there.
it doesn't work there.
Mike's good people.
Yeah, he's not bad so far.
I don't know that I'd go that far.
I mean, he does associate with you. Hey, is he moved out to the East Coast yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Good lord. He could have finished his life with it.
Could've.
All I know is he has not angered me yet, like some other people in our streaming group or our D&D group.
Ooh, drama. I mean, to start
Oh,
watching
not
it.
drama, but it's like, damn it, Shu. It's almost always
Oh,
Shu.
it's Shu. But never mind. I was expecting someone out of the ordinary.
No.
Out of the ordinary. Oh, it's Shu. We get it.
I don't know why it makes it okay, but it does.
No, I say it all the time. He is gonna have his fun.
Yep.
He doesn't care what it costs.
The very first quest I ever ran with him, he had his fun.
That's him.
Taking me 30 minutes to kill one enemy just because I didn't realize he was in the background using something to heal it. And having fun to himself, chanting things.
That's Shu.
Alright, gentlemen, you have a wonderful...
Alright, man.
Yeah,
have a
later.
great night. Get some sleep. Don't work exactly as hard as you have to get everything done and nothing more.
Yep.
That's a life goal.
That is it. That is the dream.
Later.
Later.
Oh boy. Ah, I'm getting held. Somebody loves me. Is there Earth Elemental? That's who. Oh man. Yeah, I might. Let's see. This is part 1. I'd kind of like to get to level 5 tonight, but I don't think we're gonna. We might just
I think
go
you
to
should
the
get to
bottom
level
of the
7.
hour. Nah, I don't feel like going crazy tonight. Kind of want to just like take a shit and read or something for a little while.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I haven't taken any time to like quote unquote self-care in a few weeks. You know, like read some comics or whatever. I've been trying to crush the True Blood so hard. Which I'm glad I watched it, but I could use some other time. You know, instead of watching a show or whatever.
Yeah.
Get some Miller, get some heals. I know the wife was like, "Oh, Good Omens." Like, damn it, I was gonna watch that. Now we have to watch it together. Which means instead of me being able to watch it in that hour and a half before I go to sleep, like an episode and a half or whatever, now I have to wait.
Yeah.
So then I was like, "So what about Archer? Are you interested in watching Archer this season?" She's like, "No." And then literally a minute and a half later, she's like, "Well, maybe." Damn it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love watching shows with the wife, but I don't love her schedule.
Yeah.
She complains about my schedule a lot, which I can respect, but she wants to do stuff when I want to be asleep or want to work. Like, I'm sorry, babe, that you chose to you choose to get up at 6 a.m. and start your job so you can be done before 2, and I still work until 3 or whatever. Like, I sorry.
Right.
But when people are sending money and gift subs in, I'm not telling them no. I'm not telling them no. We are putting out that content. ABC, always be contenting. Make them get their money worth.
See, you're a mono red player, right?
I mean, I can do. I play whatever seems fun to me at the time.
To me, it just seems like mono red mirrors are just like pretty much luck bait.
I think there's a lot of skill to a mono red. I mean, granted, right now in standard, there's some of that, but there's a lot of like when to hold, like catching the obvious baits. You know, like, you know, it's easy to lightning strike something and then realize that that was the thing they wanted you to lightning strike because here comes the Steamkin or...
I feel like Steamkin is just a giant removal mag.
Right. Well, that's why it's so skill focused to bait it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm gonna look at something different. I think something.
No, for something I think you'll really enjoy.
Something using Sahili and Shalai and probably like Karns and treasure maps and like mono blue brown or something.
Chandra is really good.
The new Chandra?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a guy play one against us tonight. It seemed okay. I don't think it's the other 4-mana Chandra good, but...
No, it's not, but it punishes you for actually damaging.
Yeah. It protects itself in a weird way.
I mean, it's like 5 damage, basically. It's 5 damage for 4, is the way I look at it. Because it comes down, you uptick it, you know.
Right. Yeah, it hit us pretty hard tonight. I don't know, everything is so much weirder in Two-Headed Giant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
I really like Two-Headed Giant, actually.
You what? You do like it?
I like it a lot.
I wish that it wasn't a matter of one... It always seems like one head gets hosed for us.
Oh, yeah?
Like, one head just doesn't get a play. So, the first game that we played today, I had Shockland, Checkland, 2 treasure maps, a Duress, the new Bitter Blossom, and... Is that enough cards? It's not enough cards. I'm missing something. I don't know if it was a Kaya's Wrath or another 2-drop thing. I can't remember. And then I immediately drew a Dawn of Hope. Oh, it was a -2, gain 2 life.
Okay.
And then I immediately drew Dawn of Hope. Right? So I like slam my treasure map after shocking to Duress on turn 1. As you do. Draw my treasure map on 2. Upkeep Scryed on 3. Put not a land on the bottom. Drew not a land. Did that for like 3 more turns until treasure map flipped over. At which point I still hadn't found a 3rd land. So treasure map flipping was my 3rd land. it just was so much feel bad.
Yeah.
And meantime, Remington was like trying to keep everything alive with my Goblin Red deck. Again, we didn't plan on playing together. I just brought my 2 standard decks that I've been playing for Monday Night Magics.
Yeah.
And they both, you know, they didn't overlap cards, so I was fine. But instead, you know, the opponents were like, you know, a mono red, big mana deck, which is actually pretty sweet, using the 2/2 or sorry, the 2/1 Snapcaster Mage like guy, but enemy Snapcaster, can't think of his name right now. Like, I really like that guy, the 2/1 first striker that casts an instant or sorcery out of your opponent's graveyard. Like, that one's so good. No one ever played it. So like he goes, oh, Sam's almost like, eventually I had 4 mana or whatever. I had the treasure map turn over, and they go, oh, he's got 6 mana or whatever next turn. He goes, should I duress Sam? I'm like, fuck, he's got the one guy who's gonna duress me. So they're like, yeah, you should definitely do that. So they duress the Wrath out of my hand. And then he does it again like 2 turns later, but not duress the other one.
Yeah.
And nails the only catch-up card we can get out of Remy's deck. So meanwhile, his partner. Oh shoot! All right, I can detect magic here, or secret doors here. His partner plays a Rhythm of the Wild, then drops a pig. It gives it haste, attacks, slaps down the big worm. It comes into play with 2 counters on it and fights, attacking. Like, clears a blocker from Remy. It's like, oh well, this is like 1,000,000 damage. So yeah, it was a pretty rough game of Magic.
Sounds like it.
But that's just, again, how it always feels like. And Remington, one of the games, Remington literally played 13 lands, I think, like that, and he had 2 lands in his hand. He literally the only cards he drew 1 lightning bolt, or not lightning bolt, lightning strike, and the only other cards he drew were lands.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez, shuffle better, kid. Like, that deck only has 20 lands, and you successfully just drew 13 of them. Siege gain is great and all, but eventually you run out of goblins. Alright, so this is going to be a semi-challenging fight here. Not because the fight itself is tough, but because getting held on this ladder is a real thing. So we're going to switch to the other blasts and hope that we can range this stuff up here. Looks like we're okay. Looks like it ranged alright. Then we got to clear anything that can hold us on the way up. Is getting held with this traps active, or is real bad? And or flame striked on the ladder. Basically any place that you can't dance around. Like, there are places in the game where you cannot get around the traps, and this is one of them. I have no idea how to get that guy killed before you can. Okay, to see and get that guy. grab this. It's not high enough. Yeah, I'm not so sure we're gonna make this quest then. If I can't figure out how to get up there without just getting melted on these fire traps, because we're eventually gonna have to hold still. Alright, well there we passed the hold person. There's a flame strike. Looks like we got lucky. Honestly, looks like we got real lucky. How did you open that door then? You know what we need to do, right, Tlab? We need
What's
to
that?
write some super nerdy songs and then get V-Love and your friend to put them to music for us.
Sounds like a plan.
And then publish like our super nerd songs. Sell it for like $2 or whatever it takes on Amazon. We could write all of them about DDO. Probably won't be the most effective, but we could write about all the different classes.
And about how Monk is the greatest.
I mean, that could be a song. Of course, you know, we're talking about, as you start to sing, you have to realize that monks are not the best, or the lyrics are the monk. You figure out the monks are not the best. But like the chorus or whatever is always like, Chuck Norris is a monk, so there. Oh no, Fist Magic. That's the song. Fist Magic! Oh, I don't like this. Alright, we lived. Now we can dismiss, I guess. Fist Magic! It's like when you
Something
need to
like,
punch a guy
oh.
to death.
All I want to do is go around fisting guys. Wait, that didn't come.
Well, that would be a line, right?
Yeah.
That would definitely be somewhere in the middle. I don't need no weapons. My body is the body is my tool for killing all the fools.
Yeah.
Fist magic. Like I said, somewhere in there needs to be a counterverse about how shitty monks are, but then like I said, you end with Chuck Norris as a monk fool. And it's like, okay, well then you win. Probably something along the lines of like a one-on-one duel. Monks always lose in the one-on-one duel. Unless your name is Chuck Norris, fool. Getting earth grabbed. Getting earth grabbed for days. Put on my fancy battle pajamas. telling you, there's a lot of ways that you can. Lot of interesting things about how you can make monks into an interesting thing to sing songs about. All I know is I discovered this nerd music too late in life. It would have been amazing growing up, all these nerd songs. I guess there wasn't really these nerd songs though when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like, I really love that Skull Crusher Mountain song. Welcome to my secret lair on Skull Crusher Mountain. I hope you've enjoyed your stay so far. I see you've met my assistant Scarface. His appearance is quite disturbing, but I assure you he's harmless enough. He's a sweetheart, calls me master, and he ways of finding pretty things and bringing them to me. Second verse is whatever. Third verse, I made this half pony, half monkey monster to please you, but I get the feeling you don't like it. What's with all the screaming? You like monkeys, you like ponies. Maybe I used too many monkeys. Isn't it enough to know I ruined a pony making a gift for you? Like, that is a song. Here's some boots. What are these boots? Balance, move, silence. Sure, what the F not? I'm literally wearing no other boots. Put them in the whatever boots. Alright, well, we are rank 24. It is 139. We'll do one more quest. We'll go ahead and play to our normal quitting time. Just because. It's only a few minutes away. We can wait. We'll see how close we can get to 5. I mean, we already have XP for 5 for sure, but forced to level.
Double lightning strike. Didn't never have it.
Didn't ever have it. I need to, like I said, get really creative on some lists, maybe. See if I can find something that interests me for constructed. The black-white control is really fun, but it's not what I want to take in that best of one all the time.
Yeah.
And
I hate to say it, but I am playing mono red in best of one because, you know, it's fast. Trying to get back up to mythic.
Well, I've been watching I gotta think of his name, Merchant lately. Mm-hmm. And he has been last couple of days he's just been putting out these videos where he's doing these ranked events or whatever, and there's been no mono red floating around. Basically, it's like, where the shit is all mono red? I brought this deck. It has a great matchup against mono red, and I can't face a mono red player.
Yeah. I don't know. Every other match tonight for me has been mono red. So.
All right, are you mostly healed? You're mostly healed. Can we get some heals down on this guy, please? I realize Ellery's a busy girl all of a sudden, but you need her to stay strong for me. I feel lucky to be able to pull the leg guy off of Duder here. So far, there's been one champ, like a hard-hitting champ, run to one of the guys you have to protect pretty much every single flight. There's a stone guard this time. Right, he's on her. I'll go down, help down here. My other big problem is I don't have that many wild cards right now.
Yeah.
So,
I'm in that spot where like I can make basically any deck I want in standard right now.
I really like the Beam Splitter Mage deck as an idea. It's not super expensive, but it is probably a lot of stuff I don't have, so it's still
The
going
what?
to be... It's basically that Beam Splitter. It's a is it aggro, basically. But it runs a lot of like the +2/+1 scry card.
Ooh.
It runs he's dead. I'm gonna come out here. It runs Adele, I think is what it's called, the Wizard Lord that gives all your wizards whatever. It runs that 1/3 that grows instants of sorceries when it attacks. Runs Beam Splitter Mage, so if it's being targeted by a spell, it clones it to every other creature you control. The version that he was running, and I was running 4 of the +1/+1 flying buyback or graveyard cards. I can't think what that new mechanic is called. The pseudo flashback.
The bad flashback, yeah.
Yeah, I can't think what it's called.
Jumpstart.
Yeah, Jumpstart. So it runs Jumpstart. It runs stuff like that. Like puts everybody over the top. Counts as casting helps cast a bunch of spells.
Yeah.
But he didn't run like any reach, like no shocks or anything like that. I'm like, how do you not run shocks? I get it, you don't clone a bunch of stuff, but you often put a guy within shock range or in a situation where you need to cast the attack with your 1/3 and like pull a shock out of the graveyard to kill win the game. Like, I kept watching the guy put his enemies to low single digits. Oh man, I don't know. I'm not sure we're gonna get there. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. He's not hitting nearly as hard as I thought he was. I don't know, but it's got apparently a really good matchup against Mono Red, and then all he ran into for his recording were like green, blue, black, either soul tie or straight up green black, which are not great matchups. Of course, the other deck I've been thinking about putting together is the Sotai Land Destruction deck. It looks really fun to me. And also, 4 mana Vraska is in a really good spot. I think you might even do like Jund Walkers right now with the Dread Horde card. that gives you a lot of your removal stuff. It gives you your exile stuff when you need it. And heaven forbid you have like cheap, efficient, repeatable, temporarily steal a guy and then sacrifice it to 4-mana Vraska for value. So I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place on what I want to do right now in this standard. But whatever it is, it's going to involve casting Saheeli, and lots and lots and lots of spells. Like here's one that might make you happy from Da Vinci's Notebook. I don't know if you're familiar with this group, but the song is Enormous Penis. Whenever I'm sad, I just look down and check out my enormous penis.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
And then everything is going my way. I mean, there could be worse problems in life, right? You know, you could do the counter song, your micro penis. You know, you're like, you think you have a reason to be depressed, but I look down and see my micro penis. And somehow I find a way to make it through the day. I tell you, it's certainly not because of my massive penis. Then we start quoting Tobrel. It's like, I like to think of my penis more along, not of the sizes where it can't go, but more like all the places it can go. Like, oh, that's a butt sex joke. Speaking of butt stuff and a tiny penis, did you ever watch that documentary Unhung Hero?
Nope.
You should watch it. It's great.
Okay.
It's probably the greatest documentary of all time. Except for maybe Extraordinary, the Land Stan something story. That movie is creepy as balls. Wait a minute, I thought the world was going to end in 12 years. Why are people pledging to by 2035 to be renewable free? Isn't that too late?
Way too late.
Right? Isn't that like 5 years too late? Here's a city who's pledged to cut all fossil fuel emissions next year. No. 2040. Man, it's crazy. You know, I have recently become the idea, if you want to fight global warming with carbon emissions, I'm down. When do we start nuking China and India? Because that's the only answer, right? If nothing is too far, we got to blow up those coal power plants, right?
Yep.
And when are we going to start building nuclear power plants here? Because we're not turning off our electricity or our cell phones or... Like, there's no way, right?
No.
Oh, I didn't realize Johnny jumped on. Feel a little bit like an asshole now for not checking Facebook, but I forgot.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're not used to it yet. Not a big deal.
Yeah, it's gonna take me some time. And I don't have a good way for it to like feed in. So. It does look good though. It's clean, it's clear. It's alright. Must have more likes. Let's try and kill the dog. Oh boy. I think we're really gonna have to settle into some playlists though too. As much as I enjoy this random nerd music, because I think it's pretty great, don't think a lot of people are enjoying it. I think we'll have to just transition back to like 70s music in the evening and viewer request nights.
It's really hard to just not have it when you have 12 bolts in your deck.
It's pretty rough. All the bolts is not bad.
This isn't a playstyle that I really enjoy. I'm just doing it because it's fast. I'm not a mono red player.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair, but I don't know. I really like the mono red goblins list that I had assembled until it like got completely wrecked tonight.
Do you think red white goblins is better?
Like, why would you play white?
Well, there's that one enchantment that whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 for each other creature. And then there's also the 3 mana enchantment that's got a City's Bless.
Okay, so I guess I lied. My mono red goblins is not mono red. It splashes the shocks and the check lands, the red black, and it runs. I can't remember if I'm up to 4. What's the 2/2 that makes everything +1/+0? And then if it's a real creature and it dies, Judith. Judas sounds right. So I run Judas, and then I run Goblin Prospectors, and it gives a really interesting reach. That plus Goblin, like 2 Goblin Siege Bangs. Then I also run the new Rabble Master. I run 2 Squee. I run 3 of the Goblins all cost 1 generic mana less. I I should probably run the make 2 goblins goblin. But I don't think it's good enough. What else? What other big cards? Then run all the standard burn package and blah blah blah. I don't know, I really like that deck. It attacks from an angle that a lot of people aren't, and then all of your goblins having haste and costing less is really surprising to people. But you do have to get the 3, which makes the goblin, the 1/1, super strong. Holy crap, we just gonna get wrecked by these first 2 champions? Oh, he's almost dead.
Probably.
Oh wow, yeah, half the team's down, or 2/3 of the team is down in the first room.
Well, I'm into Platinum 2 in my first play session since the season started.
That's pretty damn good. Does it go mythic or a platinum mythic, or does it go diamond?
Platinum Diamond Mythic.
Okay, so yeah, I have not gotten that far. The highest I've gotten is like gold 1.
Yeah, I got kicked down to Platinum.
Yeah, I don't think that's all that far down, really.
No, it's not. It's 2 ranks down, or 2 tiers down. Because I went from Mythic down past Diamond down to Platinum.
Well, there was our first release, boys, because I was not dealing with that. I should have grabbed my hireling that does traps from the bank, but I didn't want to.
You should have.
You know what? It's 2 o'clock. I'm just gonna sell and repair it and call it a stream.
Call it a day. A day.
Yeah. I think I'll put the projector on my phone and just watch like a draft or the last part of the first Infinity War movie. I don't think I need to go cray. Oh, I did these though. I don't need to go cray tonight. We basically made it up. We're almost level 5 XP capped, so we did okay for XP considering all things. Tlab is +2 Vorpal hand wraps of critical bludgeoning 3, something you'd be down for
Sure.
at level 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems pretty good.
I don't know, I feel like I would rather have something else with my Vorpal besides something else that does even more damage on a critical, but that's why I asked.
Yeah, I just don't really have anything at that level right now.
Okay. This to lab, right?
Yeah, just to lab.
There you go.
Thank you.
Let's see. Is there anything else we want to worry about right now? I probably should go and switch my feat to completionist because that was dumb of me. Yeah, we should do that. Super fast. It won't take very long, and then I won't forget. And that's on like on a 3-day timer, so. I don't know, not knowing exactly how warlocks work, I just guessed it. I like skimmed and read and skimmed, and I was wrong. I should have read a little closer. Should have read a little closer. Alright, what do you need to change this to You want a flawed Sybaris Dragon Shard. Okay. I can get that. Just slash death back to the boat. We'll switch characters. A flawed Sybaris. Flawed. Save the big free one in case you have to do a feat swap later and you get surprised by that cost. If I'm out, what, 1,000 plat and some random dragon shard, that seems okay to me. I feel like I had a plan to like log off and do stuff that wasn't at this computer, and then all of a sudden I updated my Twitter and Janet Garcia has posted something, and now I'm just like, well, maybe I'll just sit here at my computer and look at Janet Garcia pictures for a cool minute. That'd be okay.
Seems strong.
Alright. Flawed. Well, I only have 6 flawed. That seems odd. Alright, well, whatever. I will say girl knows how to wear a swimsuit. Or pretty much everything. Oh, here she is making it, or hugging on Tigger. This is going to sound really mean, but I cannot wait until CJ moves out. Not because I want CJ to leave, because I actually really like having him around, but because I'd like my garage back so I can set up my gym.
I get it.
Need to get back to the exercise route skis. I hope everyone's having a good time tonight. Unfortunately, I do admit we are getting ready to wrap up. But, you know, I feel like we had a pretty reasonable night of getting stuff done. Probably should have switched this feat earlier, to be honest. Alright, looks good. Wow, we suddenly have a latency signal here saying that the internet was acting squirrely. Somehow against all odds. Somehow against all odds. This gets locked down. Put the last tab. Hacking on the last tab as well. Alright, kiddos. Well, with that, I think we're out of here. Hope you have a wonderful night. Keep your eyes on the various feeds, the Twitter feed, here on notifications, etc. I suspect there's going to be more bonus streams this weekend. I don't want to make promises as to when, because it may not, it might be Sunday morning, it might be tomorrow afternoon, I don't know. It's just, other than going to see the new Godzilla movie, the wife and I have zero plans. It's supposed to rain, so it's not like I can get any yard work done. It's just that stupid time of the year or whatever, so I'm going to be out there pretty soon with my sickle cutting down the grass. It is so bad. But I'll be able to grind it up and turn it into bread, I guess, because it's almost all gone to seed. Crazy. Alright, so other than that, I don't have much left. I hope you're enjoying this Warlock life. I know that now that I've taken level 4 and I actually have some spell power, it feels much better than it was before. Much, 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 much better. So yeah, that's a wrap, folks. See you guys sometime this weekend, hopefully. If not, Monday morning, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Alright, everybody, peace and much love.
Bye.
Toodles.
Bye.